Welcome Sag to the channel. It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. How's it going, everybody? So guys, I'm getting ready to do your February 2020 reading, and I'm using a spread. It's called the Month Ahead spread, and it's going to be a 5-card spread. And I'm using the Gilded Tarot to do this reading, so I hope you enjoy and I hope it resonates for you, and I definitely look forward to your comments. So remember to just shout out, tell me how you are, and let me know what you think of the reading. And if you're interested in continued guidance from the tarot guys, go ahead and tap the subscribe button. So what I'm going to do in addition to the reading is I'm going to pull an Akashic Tarot card at the end of the reading. This is a new deck for me, and it's more like an oracle card deck to me, so I wanted to incorporate it into the February reads. So give me one more go here with the shuffling, and then we'll pull a card here to look at your energy of the new month for February 2020. So we have here the Two of Wands, and what I'm getting is it's a fork in the road. You know, there's a decision that you guys are going to have to be making, and I just don't see that there's any option. You're going to have to make a decision on something. Can you guys just excuse me while I take a sip of tea here? Hold on. Okay, so for some of you, I'm actually getting the guidance that this is something that you could have been putting off or procrastinating about. And a decision is finally catching up to you. There is a definitive deadline that you guys are going to have to throw down one way or the other. So it's really like the energy of the month is a period of indecision is over. So let's see something to leave behind or move past for you. So this is kind of interesting, you guys. We have the Chariot card here, and this is something that you're being guided to leave behind or move past. So you'll notice that in many decks, the Chariot is like alive and moving. So this card just really feeds into the Two of Wands that I was seeing here before. And this is your indecisiveness. This is your lethargy that you need to leave behind you. You've got a Chariot here that is being pulled by two Sphinx, and Sphinx don't go anywhere. So it's like you could have been coasting or just sort of like trying to duck and it could be a very difficult decision. You know, it could be whether you have to terminate somebody from an employment situation, or, you know, cut out somebody from your life. It's just something that's going to probably have ripple effects. So I see why the procrastination is there, but you know, that can, like, no good can come from that. So that's something that you need to sort of let go, and in the future, just nip things in the bud, because it's actually easier to make the decision and deal with the fallout than sort of lead up to things in an agonizing way, like, oh, this is just going to be so awful, you know, and just, you know, so it's something that you're being guided here to leave behind and keep the momentum going forward, instead of taking great big huge long pregnant pauses that have implications on you. Like, it's probably something that's been weighing you down, like when you go to sleep and everything like that. So let's see how you can get the most out of the new month for February 2020. So we've got the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, he really asks you to look at creative ways of doing things, and to use your emotions to suit you. You know, if you're really feeling bummed out about something, you can sort of get swept away on that sort of tidal wave of emotion. So that's not going to do any good for you at all. So really, I'm just seeing here to ride the crest, you know, take advantage of things when they're at their peak, instead of letting things like sort of run into a trickle and then do something about it. I'm seeing here that for some of you, your procrastination could actually be really agonizing for somebody else, because they're waiting for a decision. So try and keep all those factors in mind, you guys. So something related to your spiritual journey that you should explore. This is really interesting here, you guys. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles, and I'm being guided here that you guys, like, I'm getting the words here, and let me know if this means anything to somebody out there. I'm getting the words to take care of your forever soul. So some of you could be really starting to understand that, or discover that your soul it never dies. You know, we are made up of energy, and energy just changes forms. So some of you could be having a really eye-opening experience to like how you're going to move into the next version of your life at a higher level. Truly, this is something you may want to do some research on your own about, because what happens is your soul just keeps on having the same experiences over and over again until you learn a karmic lesson and you move on. So I'm seeing that some of you could be looking at that, and they could all be tied into this procrastination here. It could be having some karmic bonds to your last lifetime, and this could be a really big lesson in serving you, that to wrap things up so that you can keep on moving. You've got a really interesting vibe going on here. Something to be mindful of, you guys. The Seven of Wands. Okay, you're probably going to have to make some decisions that are going to annoy other people, and that's okay. I think because you're so sensitive, you don't want to make a decision that is going to be like how you perceive to be harmful or hurtful to other people, but sometimes it can't be avoided, especially if you're a parent or an employer, you know, and sometimes you're going to have arguments with people and it's going to be difficult. So just remember, like, you're here to really fend for yourself at the end of the day, and that you do need to come first, Sagittarius. And sometimes it is going to be, if it is going to feel like a battle, and you know, you don't want to face it, but you're going to have to. So something to be mindful of is that you're allowed to do that. You know, if you were brought up to, you know, like, mind your manners, and you know, I think particularly, you know, for women, could have been taught that good girls don't have that kind of opinion, or they don't want to do that, or something like that. So you might have to break free of that. And I see that this is a really good month for you guys to really like skip a few levels on your spiritual or karmic journey, and even your human journey. So you've got some really interesting stuff going on here. So I'm going to just put these down, and I'm going to get the Akashic Tarot card, but I have to change the lighting too, so hold on for a sec. Okay, so I just had to change my spotlight down here so I could read from the companion book. So this is the Willow, and this is from the Suit of Forces. This is the Two of Forces in the Akashic Tarot. So this says, a big beautiful willow stands in the summer sun. The stately tree is strong and flexible, and this card upright is telling you that you are too. The willow spreads its roots deep and wide, creating a strong foundation that is capable of standing up to anything. Honestly, you guys, I did not read this card. I did not read the book before I did your reading. So this is all, like, it's all flowing in together. Now is the time for you to stand tall and feel the support of the earth beneath your feet. This card indicates a time of calm, so enjoy the peaceful energy now. It also signifies a time of power, perfect for reinforcing your foundation in your work, in your family, in your spirit, and in the depth of your belief in yourself. Just like the willow, you have peaceful strength drawn from the waters of your soul and extending through all eternity. Great card. Stand confidently in your truth. Take the actions that support the growth of all things wonderful in your life, and know that you are powerful. So there's an Akashic Force message here. So take a deep breath and feel yourself plant energetic roots through the bottom of your feet, moving down to the very depths of the earth and tapping the resources you need. Notice the strength you feel rising up from this profound source of energy. So this is a really, really powerful card, you guys. And just hold on, I'm going to keep talking. So there's something called earthing, and I think some of you could really benefit from that, especially if you're feeling like you don't want to make decisions, or you feel like you're going to be opposed by people or hurt people's feelings. That's basically putting other people ahead of yourself. So let's get back to this thing about earthing. Connecting to the power of the earth, like this tree does, like the willow tree does. It's as simple as taking your shoes off and going outside and putting your feet on the ground. So if you're in some place where it's winter like me, there is like things called earthing blankets. You can get earthing sheets. I believe you can get earthing like bracelets and stuff like that. It could be really, really good for you. It could be a really extreme source of power for you guys, especially if you find yourself waffling around and considering other people ahead of yourself, and it happens a lot. So I really want to recommend doing that. You know, and you'll probably find a real difference in the strength that you bring to your decisions. So you have a really big opportunity at finding your true power here, you guys. So I hope this helps, and I'm going to wrap up the reading. So I'll see you guys back here another time. Take care, okay? Bye for now. Bye.